Good evening, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, we did not end up getting to anything upstairs today as far as any more renovation stuff goes, tearing out any of the drywall or the insulation or the floor, like the carpet and all that stuff. We didn't do anything today, only because for one, me and Jack both woke up pretty late today. For two, we were under a severe thunderstorm, I don't know, warning and watch like all day today. Plus we had an insanely high risk of tornadoes, flash floods. We knew for a couple days now at least this was supposed to be really bad. We did get some gusty winds. It said it was supposed to get up to 90-mile-per-hour winds. I don't think we got that. I haven't really seen any damage either done or anybody posting about anything, you know, in our area, you know, as far as like trees even being down or anything like that. So really don't think that we got that. And from what we could tell, it just kind of looked like, you know, gusty winds, but again, nothing, I don't think that was that bad. I don't know if there were other areas again that ended up getting hit a lot worse than us, but you know, like I said, as far as our immediate area, we didn't end up getting really anything like that. I do think though, my dad was saying that an area where my mom's friend lives, which is like not that far away from us, is like, it feels like it's longer because like traffic, the way to get there, the traffic I feel like is longer, but it's really maybe like a 15-20 minute or so drive. But I heard that they have reported tornadoes in that area, but like I said, as far as I know, there wasn't anything for us. We just kept getting like flash flood was like the #1 thing I kept seeing, and thunderstorms. So anyways though, we couldn't though, because we did have stuff that was still upstairs that we do need to get out of upstairs. Like there's still drywall, and we still have bags of stuff, which was mainly insulation and like smaller drywall pieces, like contractor bags that we needed to get into the new bag store. I was telling you guys about that, and so we needed to fill that up. However, we couldn't because it was thunderstorming and raining like all day today. So I'm trying to tell too, I don't think it's raining anymore. It sounded kind of like that, but I don't know. I think it stopped actually. So, and there's no like lightning or thunder. And the weird thing is there really wasn't any lightning or thunder. I think it was thundering a little bit last night before I went to bed, but like as far as like during the day today, I didn't hear anything, and I never saw any lightning or anything like that. And it was like warm, and we got like I think almost 70 degrees out today, so it was like warm, but then it was like, you know, again like kind of cloudy, but then it would get like really dark, and then like we get like, you know, again more in the afternoon, but was when we ended up getting like the really bad kind of storms, which is the scarier part because you can't see anything at night. So again, you don't know like if the tornado could be coming or if there's really bad, you know, like even thunderstorms, because you can't really tell, because you can't tell how dark it's gotten either, or kind of what the sky looks like. Like you can tell a lot, I feel like, about how bad the weather is from just looking at the sky, not just like, oh, because it's cloudy out, but just kind of like, because sometimes you get those really weird like kind of like sky like coloring, you know, too, and like, you know, like where it looks like green outside, like that's kind of scary, and normally that's to me a sign of really bad weather, and in addition to like really dark, like, you know, thunderstorm kind of clouds too, but like I was saying, you know, that's like you can't tell that at night, so I don't really know how bad it was looking. But again, we did get some rain, some wind, we got a lot of rain. But again, that was one of the reasons why we couldn't really do any more renoing upstairs. However, tomorrow we have pretty much all day to get all that stuff done, and then we're gonna go out for dinner for Jack's birthday, because I told you guys his birthday's next Saturday, so it's the day before Easter, and also too we have something else that's going on, so we're not going to be able to go out for dinner on his actual birthday, so we're doing it this weekend, so we're going to do it on Saturday. So then again, all day tomorrow during the day we have time to get all of the you know, again, finish just, I think we have just the kind of the one wall kind of where like the door and a lot of the electric is, which is why Jack didn't end up doing anything over there. It's two of the like the attic door, the door to downstairs, and then the second attic door. Jack never ended up doing any of that because there's also a lot of electric over there, so he never took any of that drywall out, and then just the ceiling drywall, and then after that we have to do the floors. I still need to go over some parts and still pull out some screws and nails from like the drywall screws and nails, and then once that's done, you know, like I said, we'll be pretty much good to go. And the other reason though, so we'll be good to go with hanging the new drywall. The reason that, another reason too why today we didn't have a lot of time was because between, I don't remember exactly what time it was, but like maybe around 5 o'clock or something like that. I'm not even sure what time it was, but we had somebody come in and look at, you know, potentially giving us a price for, you know, redoing the drywall upstairs and putting in new insulation. So, like I said, we had that, and my dad was talking to him for a while too, because I guess he's like a general contractor, you know, kind of handyman, kind of can do everything a little bit. So my dad was actually talking to him too about one of the drips that we have in our bathroom sink, or I'm sorry, in our shower right now, and he was just saying that most likely it's something that needs to be replaced. He was even saying he could come over tomorrow and possibly do it, and we were like, we're still gonna be tearing stuff out, and then we're going out for Jack's birthday dinner, you know, so like my dad was explaining it to him, but he was kind of just going around and like showing him some of the things, and you know, again, talking to him about some of this stuff. But as my dad was doing that, like it just seemed like it was taking, like, I don't know, maybe not a little bit longer, but like he was just kind of like, you know, telling him to like what we were planning on doing, as far as like also to like the floor goes upstairs, and you know, so they were kind of talking a little bit about that as well. So it took, again, maybe at least a good half an hour or more. I feel like when they came to do the windows, like, because we used the same company to do the roof before, so like my dad kind of knew the guy and like was talking to him and stuff like that, so I feel like that's why it was kind of a little bit quicker. But like I said, you know, like this today, my dad explaining to him like all of the situations and stuff like that as well, with some of the other stuff that we had to do, it just seemed like it took a little bit longer. So like I said, we didn't have that much time to be able to get, you know, like I said, really anything done, because we couldn't be tearing out drywall and all that kind of stuff while he was also going upstairs to go and see the room. So again, that's why today just didn't really work out for us to be able to get any of that done. But I still plan on having it done within 1 week. I told you guys that was the goal. I think we started on Sunday last week, the very end of Sunday, and then we ended up, you know, continuing to work throughout pretty much the whole week. Again, I think Monday we really didn't do anything. Tuesday, Wednesday we did, and yesterday we didn't so much, and today we didn't really either. So we only really worked on it so far for like 3 days, and then again too, we could probably finish it by tomorrow, but will have taken us 1 week, and you know, like I said, we can pretty much get it all done most likely within that time frame of about a week. And we only really actually worked on it though for like 4 days. But like my dad was saying too, is like if we would have just most likely done it all on like just a Saturday and possibly a Sunday as well, we probably would have had it all done. But because me and Jack were only working for like a few hours at a time in the afternoon, and it was just the two of us for a lot of that as well, you know, like if it had been all 3 of us, or possibly even Matthew was here to help as well, we could have easily had it all done in, like I said, just you know, a day or two. But again, because it was only 2 of us and we were working on, you know, and it's bigger than just a bedroom, it's a bonus room upstairs, so again, the amount of space that's upstairs is, like I said, bigger than just a bedroom that we were doing, or so, you know, something like that. So you know, square footage wise and all of that, wall spacing wise, for everything that did have drywall on it, was a little bit more than I guess average for like a bedroom, or like a master bedroom was probably even bigger than that. And maybe about the size of like a living room kind of size, probably like average size living room. So again, there was a little bit of work that needed to go into it. It wasn't just like we were doing like, you know, quick small little room or anything, but you know, like I said, just getting it done with most likely within a week. I think that again, we're still on my timetable sort of for still getting this stuff done. And again, if this guy can, you know, again, he says he can come out and do it like the following week, gives us a quote or something like that, and says that by the following week he can do it, that would be awesome. That means we can have the stuff all done and put up and taken care of and everything like that. Would be super, super amazing. So again, that's what we're kind of looking at as well, as far as, you know, like that kind of stuff goes. So you know, timetable and time frame wise, and I think that that will get us moving and really, really helpful. So that's, like I said, it's really awesome. But again, that is what we've been kind of up to as of right now, is in terms of, you know, like I guess just the project as a whole upstairs. But like I said, our portion of what we're probably going to be able to do, probably be able to get it done most likely for the most part by tomorrow. It's just I have to go to bed so I can get up tomorrow, and I have again not been waking up early at all, which has been really frustrating. But one thing I will say, guys, I didn't edit today. That was one of the things I didn't do. I did make dinner for tonight though. We did BLTs, so it's kind of a quicker fast dinner, I guess. But in general, I have edited and uploaded every single day this week, except I didn't edit today, but I think I did, and maybe I didn't upload or something like that on Monday. I thought there was something on Monday I didn't do, but like I said, almost every single day this week I have stayed really on top of that. Also with dishes and laundry too. So in addition to renovating and not waking up very early and like I said, getting to all of my sort of normal chores throughout the week, I've been staying on top of things really well, which has been really nice. The thing that just does stink a lot is that I really wish that I could be waking up earlier. Like I just have not been able to, and I feel like it's maybe even a little bit worse too because Jack's been on spring break this week, so like he's going to bed late, so he's not getting up early either, and so neither is my mom, so like all three of us are sleeping in like really late this week. And so and like nobody's getting up early, and like, you know, I was actually awake before Jack was today, but I was like, how come, like normally he goes and he takes the dogs outside and then he lets the two, you know, the small ones, Bravo and Charlie, he lets them back in my room. And normally Bravo never can get up on the bed by himself. He can, I think he chooses not to, or whatever. He's looking at me like, don't talk about me like that. I can get up there if I want to. Can you get up on the bed if you want to? He's like, yeah, I can, Kayla. Anyways, he, you know, he probably could, but he doesn't. I don't know why. He'll just stand at the side of my bed and keep scratching at it, and so eventually I have to pick him up and put him on my bed. But today I was awake and I was like, they're still both on my bed. I was like, so did Jack take him out and then like you know, lift Bravo back up and put him on my bed? I was like, or did he get up on my bed himself? Or like, I was wondering what was going on, and then I realized Jack had never even taken them out. Like I woke up before he did, and that was really weird because again I woke up kind of late too. So anyways, like I said, it's, you know, we've all been waking up late this week, except for my dad. He's been the only one that's still been getting up early to go to work at 3 in the morning, basically. But, you know, so, you know, I just feel like that was like one of the other things too, is that Jack being home for spring break this week is why we haven't really been getting to, you know, nobody's really been waking up very early, because normally Jack wakes up so he can go to school. He wakes my mom up, and then a lot of times she'll come home, and sometimes just her being up sometimes wakes me up, and like, or Jack coming in my room to take the dogs out in the morning too sometimes wakes me up, but a lot of times I fall back asleep. But either way, nobody, like I said, we just haven't been getting up very early, so we've been losing, I feel like, some of that time where we could have been doing more like renovating stuff or project things or whatever kind of this week. But we can also only like work for so long. Like not yesterday, on Wednesday Jack was like doing a lot, and he was doing a lot by himself. Like he took a lot of the drywall down all by himself, which was really awesome. But poor kid, he was like dripping sweat by the end of it, and I was just over there like pulling out all the nails, which you know, wasn't insanely difficult. But like I said, I was doing all that, and you know, working up a little bit of a sweat with some of the stuff too, because I was also moving. That was when they were throwing all the stuff in the bag, in the like the dumpster, and so I was moving a lot of that stuff for them, you know, so that they could take it downstairs. But again, by the end of the day, we were both just like, we'd only been working for a couple hours, and we were just like, oh, we're tired. You know, we're exhausted. We, you know, needed dinner by that point and stuff. So like, that's kind of the part that stinks, is that we've been working like right around, like right before dinner. But it's also too so that we can kind of do some of the stuff, like when my dad gets home from work, sometimes he would like help for a little bit, you know, so we'd have some of that time. And if we worked too early, then we wouldn't have his help, and if we worked too late, then we were running like right into dinner. So like I said, that's why today we got to some other things. They weren't necessarily that, but I'm thinking, you know, there should be absolutely no reason why we can't finish this stuff basically by, you know, tomorrow as well, and or possibly a little bit on Sunday if we need to still like finish maybe the floors by Sunday. But I'm thinking that the floors we can probably do you know, on like, you know, even tomorrow finish it. So anyways, I'll let you guys know though about whatever else is going on tomorrow, and what we're up to. But if you guys did enjoy today's vlog, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all for sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.